Hello and welcome to Knights at the Game Table. Tonight, it's the first mission of the Phoenix Rising campaign, where Kevin's Craftworlds are fighting to stop the machinations of David's Astra Militarum. It's Xenos flyers versus Imperial tanks. Which force will control the skies? Watch the episode to find out. And don't forget about our monthly Start Collecting draw, which you can enter by sharing this video and commenting down below with which box you'd hope to win. While you're doing that, we'll get the game started.
Today I'm representing Silgar, the Unyielding Fire, Farseer of the Craftworld Aeldari. I am here to try and mitigate the Slanesh-influenced Astra Militarum defenders.
I'm playing as Primaris Psyker, as the Warlord. His name is Chatwin. Chatwin is also in charge of this garrison, and now the guardsmen, they're peons, so they don't get to know why they need to defend these aerial guns. But these AA guns will be defended, and we're going to hold off the Aeldari.
In this mission, my objective is to destroy the 4 anti-aircraft batteries. These are repelling my wider assault, and my units on this battlefield are specifically trying to remove those 4 encampments so that I can continue attacking unabated. Today I brought a custom Craftworld battalion. My Craftworlders are Masters of Concealment and Expert Crafters. There are 3 units of Rangers, my Farseer Warlord, my Spirit Seer. Then I have a Wave Serpent Transport and a Crimson Hunter Exarch with Star Cannons and a Hemlock Wraithfighter. The Hemlock Wraithfighter knows Jinx and Smite. The Spirit Seer knows Protect, Jinx, and Smite, and the Farseer knows Doom, Fortune, and Smite.
So I called in a favor with the Elysians, and I have them bring a single Cyclops demolition vehicle. It's going to come down and surprise the Aeldari. I've also had a little bit of help from the Imperial Navy, as they brought a transport, the Arvis Lighter, and a pair of command squads. A friend of mine, another commander, is going to be on the field with the tank commander as well as a Basilisk. 3 infantry squads are there to help defend these towers and keep them up and running.
The filthy Moncaire will pay the price for cavorting with she who thirsts.
Doesn't matter if it's north or south, left or right, up or down, I'm here to hold them off, and they will be held off.
Tonight's mission is Sky Strike from Phoenix Rising. David's Astra Militarum must defend the anti-air gun stationed at the 4 corners of the central plateau. At the end of each round, David will roll a d6 for each tower and score that many points. David wins when his score reaches 15. Kevin, however, wins if he can destroy all 4 anti-air guns. And as an added complication, Kevin's models have a chance to come back due to sustained assault, and the ground level is covered by a toxic sludge which will kill any non-flying unit.
According to the rules of this mission, the attacker goes first. That's me. My deployment have put most of my units exactly where I wanted them already, because it's deploy second, go first for the attacker here. I had to move the jets, so they zoomed up to one end of the board with the rest of my forces to focus on the anti-air towers on that side of the board. And the Farseer and Spirit Seer just moved a little bit to get closer to the Crimson Hunter so they could put protective psychic powers on it. Okay, so psychic phase. First of all, the Spirit Seer is putting Protect on the Hemlock. Alright, that fails. Then the Farseer is going to doom this tower over here. That's a 7. You're trying to deny that.
Yeah, so I'm definitely within 24 to deny. I'm looking for an 8 because you rolled a 7.
Yep.
All right. Got
7.
So turn 1 is when I know I can get most of my points. So I need to keep these towers alive. I'm gonna have to re-roll that Doom so that those planes aren't just walking right through that one tower. I could do better. Do better.
Okay, Doom is denied. And then finally, I'm gonna put Fortune on the Crimson Hunter Exarch to give it Feel No Pain. That is unsuccessful. I'm going to use Runes of the Farseer to re-roll and still be unsuccessful. And the Hemlock Wraithfighter has Smite and Jinx. I've got no good Jinx target, so I'm just going to cast Smite onto the nearest Saber defense platform. So Hemlock casts Smite, has given us 7 for 3 mortals.
And does it pop? It doesn't not. So that's one that's gone.
So both Farseer and Spirit Seer are going to fire their Shuriken pistols into the nearest remaining saber defense platform. They hit on 2s, they're good. They wound on 4s. And I'm going to have my Craftworld reroll for 1 at -3 on that platform.
So there's no save there, and that's 1 damage, right?
1 damage.
So it's got 2 wounds remaining.
Okay. The Wave Serpent is going to put its Twin Shuriken Catapult into the nearest saber defense platform and its Shuriken Cannons into the further away saber defense platform. So catapults into the nearest platform. That's 2 hits, wounding on 4s. The reroll is 1 at -3 on that platform. Puts it under 1.
Yep.
And then the other platform, 6 cannon shots. I'll take my hit reroll here. That's 5, that's strength 6. This one's going to wound on 3s. You got 3 saves on that other platform. Oh no, 4 saves on that other platform.
4 ups. Made 2, so 1 wound remaining.
1 wound on each of them. Okay, this unit Swooping Hawks are going to split their fire between the 2 remaining platforms. I've got to split 8 and 12 because it's 4 per guy and there's 5 guys, so I'm going to do 8 on the nearest one, 12 on the furthest away one. Let's do the furthest away one first. Bunch hits, going to wound on 5s. I guess I'm going to reroll here. That's 1 more save on the furthest away platform.
Okay, so the furthest away platform is going to have a 4-up save. Does not make it. Does it explode? Does not explode. Let's put that 1 away. I'm tired of seeing it.
In the nearer platform, hits 2 saves on the nearer platform.
2 4-ups again. Made 1, failed 1. Who hasn't shot yet? The Hemlock, right?
Hemlock hasn't shot yet.
I'm gonna take a reroll here just to force you to shoot at him again. So the twin las cannons on the saber weapons are pretty good anti-flyer. I don't want to lose this one because it's also acting as a screen for the AA guns. So I have to take this reroll. No. Does it explode? No.
Okay, the Hemlock's going to try and clear out the anti-aircraft gun. It's equipped with heavy D-scythes. It has 2d3 auto hits, 4 auto hits, strength 12, T6.
T7.
Nice. Okay, so 3s to wound. That's 3. My AP is huge. It's like -4.
Oh, and there's no save. So that will pop
So,
in.
yeah, 6 wounds.
It does not have a vehicle keyword, so it's not going to explode. But I will have to remove it.
So, anti-aircraft gun 1 down. My second unit of Swooping Hawks are firing their las blasters at this infantry squad. Short 1 reroll. These are strength 3 T3, so we're going to wound on 4s. 7, 8, 9, 10 saves on those guys.
All right, 10 saves. They are in cover, so 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see who stays alive. I lose half. I love it.
The light blue squad of Rangers are going to fire their rifles at the same infantry squad, try and finish it off. 3 hits. I'm going to wound on 3s with the reroll. 3 more saves on the squad.
3 4-ups because of cover. And lost 2.
Dark green Ranger squad is going to fire into the same infantry squad. A mortal wound and 4 saves.
So 4 4-ups. That should kill the squad even before the mortal wound.
Now my infantry is done taking out David's screen. The Crimson Hunter can do its work against the anti-air platform. It is going to fire its pulse laser first. Hits, wounding on 3s. That is 2 flat 3 damage with an AP -3 save.
So I won't have a save on those. The flat 3s will put him.
Yeah.
So it'll pop it anyways. It's going to pull that one down.
And finally, the light green Ranger squad are going to take a pop at your Warlord, because they can. We're all hitting. You got a mortal wound and 1, 2, 3 saves.
3 4-up thimbles. Fell on forward. So that will pop him.
Oh my god!
You know what? I'm going to use this Warlord trait for Grand Strategist to take a reroll on the save, otherwise he's dead. So as of yet, I forgot to use my Warlord trait. So to get any use out of him, I'm going to have to use his ability to stay alive and keep some command points going.
Come on, David.
Yes, okay.
Okay! We just hung in there.
All right.
That would have been cheeky with a single Single Ranger Squad. Okay, that is the end of my turn.
So beginning my movement phase. So at the beginning of the turn, I need to get my warlord back up, and since he has a death mask of Olinus, that's going to bring him back to where I need him to be to live. I am moving him so that he can be seen, but he's not as close to other targets to be shot at. The reason I want him to be seen is hopefully the Rangers maybe shoot at him and not at the towers or my other army, the rest of my army. At the beginning of the shooting phase, the tank gets to order himself. What is the tank gonna do? The tank is gonna pop smoke after shooting. So he'll be at a -1 to hit. And now it's time to shoot. These guys, the Swooping Hawks aren't troops, right?
Yeah, not troops.
I'm gonna shoot the plasma cannons here. The battle cannon is going to target the Hemlock Raid Fighter as well as with the last cannon.
I'm gonna pay 2 CP to make the Hemlock hard to hit, so it's a -2 to shoot.
Yes. So the Hemlock, not only is it a psyker to do mortal wounds, it's also pretty deadly. So I'm sending what I can into it, and hopefully, well, I'll bring it down. All right, the plasma cannons are shooting at the second squad of Swooping Hawks, overcharging. I'm gonna reroll that 2 as a Catachan dude. And still 1. So it's gonna be 4 shots going into the second squad. Hitting on 3s against them. That's 1 gets hot. Wounding on a 2. It does wound.
4 up in cover. So a -3, we're looking for a 6. Oh, which we get.
There you go. And then here's the last cannon, it's a Hemlock Raid Fighter.
Yep.
Last cannon, -2, so hitting on a 5. That's not a hit. And then first D6 shots, it's gonna be 6. The second D6 shots is gonna be a 1, but Catachan. Still a 1. Hitting on 5s, we hit twice. Wounding on 3s, T6 I believe. 2 wounds at AP -2.
We are 3 up in cover because of the Warlord trait, because of the Craftworld trait. So 2 up, 3 up, 4 up. Failed them both. Damage.
2d3 for 4.
Okay, Spirit Stones, feel no pain, 6. No, 4 wounds to the Hemlock.
The Basilisk is going to shoot its heavy bolter into the light blue squad of Rangers. And the Basilisk, the Earthshaker cannon will shoot at that same squad, the second squad of Swooping Hawks.
Okay.
So we got 2d6 shots, choosing the highest. I'm going to choose the 6. These are hitting on 4s and wounding on 2s, so straight 9. 3 saves at AP3.
3 saves at AP3, okay. 3 6-ups. None of them. So 3 Hawks dead.
And then heavy bolters into that light blue squad.
Okay. They are -1 to be shot.
Hitting on 5s, 1 hit. Does not wound. So that would be the end of the round. So I'm going to use Intensify Fire while I still have the anti-air guns. So the scoring is on a 4+. For each tower, I get to roll 3 dice. So ideally, 6 4+s if I have 2 towers, and that's all I have left. I need to get to up to 15 victory points, and that's why I'm going to opt to take rerolls and hopefully make all the victory points. First thing I'm going to do is actually roll to see if I keep it.
Okay.
I do keep 1 because that's the rules. Essentially, it only cost me 2 CP. I'm going to roll 6d6
I'm going to use my opposing stratagem
to mitigate.
I've chosen to use evasive maneuvers here because David has just used his Intensify Fire stratagem. This is the round in which he stands to score the most points towards his goal, so I want to try and cut that short at this point.
Okay, and so I'm looking for 5s because of the minus.
Looking for 5s, but you get 6 dice reroll as much as you like?
Yes.
Yep, okay.
All right, so looking for these 5s to get some victory points. Okay, we got 2. Got 2 so far.
Reroll those 4. Go on, David.
And see, I like it. Worth it. I have 3 victory points.
Okay, so morale test on the Swooping Hawk unit that lost 3 models, leadership 8. That's a 1, so we're good. So our job has been done at this end of the battlefield. It's time to get across to the other side and start working on the defenses around those anti-aircraft guns. My Psychers have got into the Wave Serpent and started to travel down the board as fast as possible. The Swooping Hawks have used Skyleap, where they have left the battlefield into the clouds and they will come swooping down next turn on the far side of the battlefield. And both the jets, with their massive movement, have just shot across and set themselves up for another round of firing. Psychic phase, both my psychers are embarked. I do still have the Hemlock, who is going to cast Smite on the infantry squad near him. It's not good on a 5.
I can't stop you, I'm all the way over here.
4. 3 mortal wounds. We're good at casting Smite today, which is good because we're shit at casting everything else. But
2 and man down.
So, shooting phase. Let's do the light green squad of Rangers are going to shoot into the infantry squad on this side of the board. I'm focusing down this infantry squad because it is screening the anti-air gun I need to take out to advance my mission objective. With the reroll. All hits. Wounded on 3s. Good God. Okay, you've got a mortal wound and 5 saves.
All right, so 5, 4 ups because of the cover. Did great there. I'll lose guy for mortal wounds, so that'll be 2 guys dead.
Okay. Dark green squad of Rangers. Same deal on the infantry squad. Much worse at shooting this time. 2 hits.
Aha.
We've got a couple of reroll. For a mortal wound and 2 saves.
2 4 ups. Made 1, felled 1, so 2 guys die.
Final Ranger squad, and I really want to clear out the last 3 infantrymen. All hits. Looks good so far. Wounding. It's 1 mortal and 4 saves.
4 ups. Do I make it? I do. I have
Nice.
1 guy left. Take away the sergeant.
Curses.
So the AA towers are characters. So I'm pulling the sergeant out to leave 1 guy closer to his Hemlock Ray Fighter. That way the Hemlock is not going to just destroy another tower.
Curses! This is really annoying. That means that my Hemlock currently has no good targets, or no targets at all really, apart from that infantryman. So now I'm going to have to do something to clear that guardsman, or the Hemlock shots are going to be completely wasted. Okay, the Crimson Hunter Exarch is going to blow terrifying amounts of firepower into the infantry squad, I guess. He's going to put both his star cannons into the remaining infantrymen, and he's going to put his pulse lasers into the Basilisk. So let's do the infantrymen first. We've got the star cannons, they hit on 2s. Use my Craftworld reroll. 2 hits, they're going to wound on 2s. Okay, 2 saves at -3 is just going to kill him.
Well, he did his job.
He's done his job. And then pulse lasers into the Basilisk. We've had our hit reroll, but hitting on 2s, both good. Strength 8, so we can
T6.
roll 3s. And we still got a wound reroll. 2 and -3 on the Basilisk.
2 6 ups. Made both.
Nice! Man, just shrugging off that heavy pulse laser fire. All right, now we've got the Hemlock Wraith Fighter, who's going to have 2d3 shots. Ugh! That's 2. I'll command point reroll one of those. It's going to be really nice to shut down this anti-aircraft gun if I can. Oh, it's still just 2! This is terrible. They are wounding on 3s. Oh, snake eyes, even with the Craftworld reroll, only 1. 1 at -3 on this, which you can't save. So D3 is not going to kill it. 1 wound. No, sorry, flat 2, what am I talking about? Flat 2, it's still not going to kill it.
So 3 wounds remaining.
And finally, the Wave Serpent has no particularly good target, so he's just going to put his his sharpened cannons into the Lehman Russ. He hits on 3s. Yeah, wins on 5s. It's 2 at AP0 on the Lehman Russ.
2 3 ups. Made 1, failed 1.
Okay.
Okay, so movement. Not only is my Psyker getting out of the sight, he's actually closer to the mortal wounds that would go to the Lehman Russ, so the Lehman Russ can stay alive longer. But then I brought down Arvis Lighter, and he came in the corner, mainly to keep the screen up and running for that 1 wounded tower. I brought down the Cyclops demolition vehicle. Normally you can't deep strike it, but I took it as an Elysian and an auxiliary support. And time for my sacrifice. I'm going to attempt to smite the vehicle, the Wave Serpent. I'm just going to say Wind Runner. It does go off, and you have nobody to deny.
I do not.
So just take a D3 for 1.
1. Okay, Wave Serpent down to 12.
And now we'll start the shooting phase. I'm going to order the tank to reroll 1s to hit. He's going to shoot Las cannon and battle cannon into here, into the Hemlock. Both sets of plasma cannons will shoot into the light blue squad.
I'm going to pay 2 CP for lightning fast reactions to give my Hemlock another -2 to be shot at. I want to keep this Hemlock on the battlefield as long as possible. It's putting in some excellent work, so I think it's worth spending command points at this point to make it less likely to be hit.
All right, here's the last cannon to the face. Or not.
Nope.
And then here's the 2 big battle cannons. I'm gonna reroll that 1 for Katachan. Well, it got better, so I got 6 shots. I'm hitting on 5. No 1s to reroll, and I got 1 hit. It does wound, AP2.
So we're 4 up. Thanks to our Craftworld trait, we fail. Damage.
D3. 2.
Spirit Stones, nothing takes 2. It's down to 6, not a second profile.
Here's the plasma cannons hitting on 3s. I'm not overcharging into the light blue squad. It's gonna be 4 shots from the tank going into them. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Hitting on 4s because of the minus. I get to have 3 rerolls, but a total of 2 hits. Looking for 3s to wound, 2s to wound actually, but they both wound. AP3.
AP3, okay, Rangers in cover, so I need 6s. 1 6, kills 1 Ranger.
The Basilisk will shoot now into the dark green squad for the heavy bolter and the light blue squad for the Earthshaker cannon. Earthshaker cannon is gonna take a Katachan reroll for 3 shots. It's gonna hit once, 2 to wound. It wounds, AP3.
Okay, need 6. No, it's a dead guy.
Here are the heavy bolters. These are hitting on 5s. All right, mark of the beast there. 3 hits, 3 to wound. Try 1 more again. 3 wounds.
Nice. On the
Dark green squad.
dark green squad, okay.
AP1.
AP1, so we're looking for 4s. Made 2, 1 down.
These are just spot shots, but we have 10 of them. So the infantry squad into the Crimson Hunter. There's no other viable target. Hitting on 5 and 6s because of the penalty. These are wounding on 6s. 2 saves.
Okay, in cover because of Craftworld trait, so 2 up, both safe.
Going for a charge. That literal RC robot charging up
At the
light blue squad.
Light squad, okay.
Oh, look at that sweet little remote control robot with the large pack of explosives strapped to it.
Overwatch. Craftworld reroll. 1 hit, toughness.
6.
Wounds on 5, okay, 1 save, maybe 0.
3 up. Well, that's a fail anyways. He has 5 wounds remaining.
Okay.
But let's see if I can make the charge. Look for at least a 9. 50-50. I will take the reroll. So I deep struck 9 inches away. I'm going for the 9-inch charge. Why it matters is it's gonna force him to fall back if I make it, and then that following turn, I can just choose to explode right next to him. But the 10-inch move, I should get there even if he falls back.
Go on, little robot. Oh, David.
Every time. Well, that's where it is, and it'll get you next time. That's it for movement. I don't have a morale to take. Let's see if I can get some command points, or some victory points. Looking for 4s. I do, however, gain 4 victory points, putting me at 7 towards my 15.
Okay.
Almost halfway. That's turn 2 done.
The Hemlock has pivoted and made a minimum move, putting it in range and able to target the anti-aircraft gun, which is great, exactly what I wanted. Meanwhile, the Spirit Seer has disembarked and ran along the platform in the direction of the action. The Farseer has disembarked. It's got the relic Falshu's wing, so it's able to fly up onto the platform near Sir David's Warlord and Lemon Russ, and the Wave Serpent has followed along behind it. Crimson Hunter Exarch has gone the length of the battlefield pretty much once again. And finally, we have the Swooping Hawks, who have returned to the battlefield and they're about to drop their grenade packs. Swooping Hawk grenade packs. My Swooping Hawks have the Swooping Barrage Exarch power, so their grenades are going to go off on 5s, and there are 7 of them. 2 mortal wounds into the infantry squad.
Well, I can't stop mortal wounds, so that's gonna be these 2 guys dead.
Okay, Psychic Phase. The Spirit Seer is going to attempt to manifest Smite onto your Primary Psyker. That's a 6.
I'm not gonna deny.
Okay. Smite goes off for 2 mortal wounds.
I live with 2 wounds remaining.
The Farseer is now going to attempt to finish off your Primary Psycho Warlord with another smite. Goes off on a 7.
That one I do have to try to deny.
I think so.
6.9, 8.
8. But then I'm going to doom the Lemon Russ. Runes of the Farseer to roll that 1. We're good on an 11. Lemon Russ is doomed. And the Hemlock Wraith Fighter is going to attempt to smite the anti-air platform. That's good on an 8.
Can't stop you.
And
3.
oh,
Perfect.
3 mortal wounds.
That's enough.
That is going to finish off the anti-air platform, leaving 1 left on the battlefield. We are rolling hot on the smites today, and that has taken out David's 3rd AA platform. It's 1 more, and the game's in the bag.
Oh, I just lost the 3rd tower to smite of all things. But since there's only 1 left, all I have to do is focus on screening that last one.
Okay, shooting phase. First of all, the Farseer and Spirit Seer are going to put their Shuriken pistols into the Primera Psyker. They both hit. We roll 4s. We roll 1 save AP0 on the Primera Psyker.
That's gonna be a 4-up enroll, which I fail. 1 wound remaining.
Okay. The Wave Serpent's just going to put all its weapons into the Primera Psyker. So, Twin Shuriken catapults, mini hits. 3 more saves on the Primera Psyker.
3 4-up enrolls. Fails 2. That will kill him.
Finishing off David's Warlord is a really nice addition at this point. Now he's got no way to contest my psychic powers and makes the mop up that bit easier. Hemlock Wraith Fighter is going to fire its heavy D-sides into the Liminurus. It's 4 auto hits. It wounds on 3s through all fails for Doom. That's 4 saves at -4.
Oh, well, then no save.
8 wounds on 2.
2 wounds remaining. So I'm lucky the Lemon Rust survived the Hemlock Wraith Fighter. He only has 2 wounds left, but I think he can keep going.
The Wave Serpent's going to discharge its Serpent Shield into the Liminurus. Hits on a 2-up. Does hit. Does D3 mortal wounds. I know.
Almost there.
I'm not going to reroll that. 1 mortal wound onto the Liminurus.
1 wound remaining.
It's a bit annoying to only get 1 on the Serpent Shield discharge. Although I've rolled so well on my smites this game, I guess I can't complain. But now I've got to choose between unloading my Rangers, looking for a Mortal Wound 6, or putting some serious firepower in to finish this thing off. Light Green Rangers shoot the Liminurus. 4 hits. Wounding on 6s. 6s do a Mortal Wound. Doom all rerolls. No!
He lives.
Dark Green Rangers are going to do the same thing.
We hit.
Come on, 6s. Come on, Doom. God damn it. Okay, Light Blue Rangers are going to try and finish off the Liminurus. It's 2. No, come on, 6. God damn. Man, all those Doom rerolls, still can't find a single 6 for the Mortal Wound, so now I'm going to have to expend the Crimson Hunter. Let's just fire all the Crimson Hunter's weapons to the Liminurus just to finish it off. So we're going to go Pulse Lasers, both hit. Wounding on 4s, rolling for Doom. 2 saves at -3.
2 6-up saves. Boxcars? Almost.
Oh,
Almost.
resilient Liminurus.
I do have 1 CP left, but it's just not worth it.
Nice.
Does he explode? He doesn't.
Finally, the Swooping Hawks are going to fire their Lasblasters into the infantry squad.
That's what my last CP is going to go into. It's going to be take cover. They will have a total of a 3-up save now. Because I've lost the 3rd tower, this last tower needs to be protected as much as possible, specifically screened. So by taking cover, I'll have a 3-up save, and I should be able to survive the rest of his shooting.
Okay, I'm going to roll this twice. Hit on 3s. We got 1 hit off the first squad. Wounding on 3s. 5 on your armor.
5 3-up saves. 2 go through. You're going to do this again.
7 on your armor.
7 3-up saves. Felling 2.
Not wiped yet.
I do have a morale test to take, so 1 on me fine. That's the squad.
And the last infantry squad are out of here. David is out of his starting screens. Bit unlucky on his morale roll, but it was a 1 in 3, so these things happen.
My turn 3. What can I do? So the Basilisk is not going to move because I need to hit as well as I can. But coming out from the Arbor Slider was one command squad, getting close to the Hemlock Ray Fighter. It has additional cover, so I have to be within 12 inches. Popping out on the other side of the ravine, which is no man's land for my infantry, is a company commander who's going to give orders, ideally 2 orders, to that same squad to help bring down that Hemlock Ray Fighter. And then there's a third squad, a company command squad. I opted to advance, thinking that I can help use them to screen, and if they don't advance far enough, I'll have the company commander order them to move in advance again. I felt that Cyclops charge, so I have a 10-inch move. I'm just gonna roll right up to that hill through those stairs and hopefully pop some Rangers. I knocked down the table and all the models. More of my models than his though, so no revenge there either. All right, at the start of the phase, the Cyclops demolition vehicle is gonna go boom. Please go boom further than an inch. Yes, it's gonna explode 5 inches and hit both the light green, blue and the dark green Ranger squads. So they're automatically hit, and they're gonna take heavy 2d6. The first one on the right is gonna take 7, automatically hits straight 9. All 7 wound the 3-man squad, and it's gonna be AP2, damage D3.
Okay, that is gonna wipe the light blue squad.
Then the second one, it's gonna hit 9 times. It's gonna wipe 7 as well. All of them.
Everything is dead.
Oh god, that robot self-destruct packed a huge punch. I didn't realize it was going to be quite so devastating. I've gone and lost 2 Ranger squads. Whoa.
Also at the start of the turn shooting phase, I'm gonna give orders. He's gonna order the squad over here to reroll 1s to hit, and on a 4+, they're gonna reroll 1s to wound, which they won't. Then he's gonna order himself to move in advance. He's gonna go 12 inches. Reason why is to also create another zone of just don't go here. They won't get to shoot, but hopefully they'll finish it off by themselves. The command squad that's closest to the Hemlock Ray Fighter are gonna overcharge. They're within 12 inches. I'm still -1 to hit.
Don't roll any 2s.
Don't roll any 2s.
2s are the worst thing to roll.
So overcharge, and 2 will kill a guy. So I hit 4 times. Reroll 1. And then the yellow guy already died. Wounding on 3s. AP3. That's gonna be 4 AP3 saves.
Okay, I'm inside of 12, so I'm on a 6. Saved 1. 3 go through, that's 6 damage, but I've got Spirit Stones.
Yes.
So, can I get 6? I cannot.
Got him.
Got the Hemlock, he's done.
And the Hemlock is down. It put in some serious work this game, so I feel it definitely got its points back.
Explodes on a 6, does not explode.
All right, that's it for orders. Shooting, let's see if I can kill something else, because I gotta make up for not killing anything turn 1 or turn 2. I'm gonna put 3 heavy bolters into the wounded Swooping Hawk squad from the Basilisk, the cannon as well into it, into the other squad, the unwounded squad. So the Earthshaker cannon, I got 2d6 shots. I'm gonna take the 5, but I will reroll the 4 on the off chance I can get a 6. I do not, still taking the 5. Got 5 shots, hitting on 4s because I didn't move, hitting twice, wounding on 2s, 1 dead, AP2.
5 up save. 5 up. Made it.
Okay, and then here's the heavy bolters into this one. Hit twice, wounding on 3s, AP1. 1 save.
Okay, from this guy?
From that one.
Also from that. Okay, so 3 up. Made it.
That's gonna be my turn. I get to roll to see if I get any more victory points. Let's see if I can get
All good.
past the halfway mark. No, not a 1.
Nothing. Oh.
Okay, not getting any points is rough. There's no way around it. But I'm still in the game. I can still keep screening and maybe make it through turn 5. It's gonna be your turn.
So the Farseer has now flown up onto the central reservation. The Wave Serpent has flown up in front of it to retain its character shielding. The Spirit Seer has run along the ravine at the back, getting closer to the action. The Swooping Hawks have flown up onto the ridge at the back of the battlefield. The Crimson Hunter has flown halfway down the battlefield. And 2 squads of Rangers have now returned thanks to the sustained assault rule in this mission, which frankly is a little bit ridiculous, a little bit of insult to injury to David. And now the Swooping Hawks are about to drop their grenade packs on the command squad near them.
Because of sweeping barrage, the grenades will go off on 5s. That's 2 mortal wounds to the command squad.
Oh, I can't stop that. So my command squad had one job, and that's to screen. And they're not going to screen very well when he's already dropping a grenade and killing them. On top of that, the squads are still going to shoot. The command squad's gone. Taking out these 2.
Okay, so psychic phase. So the Spirit Seer smites the Basilisk. On an 8 is good. Basilisk takes 1 mortal wound.
10 remaining.
The Farseer will put Fortune on the Crimson Hunter Exarch. Succeeds. Crimson Hunter Exarch now has a 5-up feel no pain. The Spirit Seer will now attempt to doom the Basilisk. Goes off on the 7. Basilisk is doomed. Shooting phase. The unit of 2 Swooping Hawks will fire their las blasters into the remaining 2 command squad that got grenades dropped on them. I'll take it. 3s do not do it. Las blasters are shit. 4 saves.
4 5-ups. Build them off.
The unit of 5 Swooping Hawks will unload their las blasters into the company commander. Okay, I'll have to roll this in 2 lots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 15, 16, and a reroll. 17 hits.
T3.
Wounding on 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 saves on the company commander.
7 5-up saves. I failed exactly enough to die.
The light green ranger squad are going to fire their sniper rifles into the command squad over here. They all hit. 1 mortal wound and 3 saves.
2 5-ups. Didn't even make it, but that'll be that squad.
That's the command squads cleaned up. David's only remaining offensive unit is the Basilisk, and if I get that out the way, he really has no way left to impact the game.
Okay, I don't think it realistically hurts it. The remaining rangers are going to shoot at the Basilisk, so we'll go light blue squad. All hit. Wounding on 5s, I think.
Yep.
Oh god. Look at that. Okay, 2 mortal wounds and 5 armor saves on the Basilisk.
Okay, so that's gonna be 3 plus 2, so 5 total, plus the one he took earlier, so down to 5 wounds.
God damn. Alright, the dark green ranger squad will also fire at the Basilisk. Let's see what they can do. Turns out that these anti-personnel snipers are actually best at killing large tanks, is what they actually do. Alright, another mortal wound and 2 saves on Basilisk.
2 3-ups. 2 wounds remaining.
Holy hell. Alright, I'm going to fire the Wave Serpent's weapons into the Basilisk. So first of all, Twin Shot Catapult, 3 hits. This one wounds on 5s, rerolls for Doom. 1 save on your armor.
3-up, makes that.
And then Sharpened Cannons, my hit reroll. This is going to wound on 4s, reroll fails for Doom. It's 2 at -3 and 1 on your armor.
2 at -3, so 2 6s. Failed them both.
Is he dead?
He is dead. Let's see if I can explode.
Does he explode?
No. All right. I didn't feel good about losing that Basilisk to Rangers. And yes, the Wave Serpent finished it off, but just him throwing all the mortal wounds. It also hurt that the Rangers came back when I killed them. That was rough.
The Crimson Hunter is going to shoot the anti-aircraft gun because he can. So let's go with the Pulse Lasers. He's going to hit on 2s. They both hit. He's going to wound on 3s. Got my Craftworld reroll for just the one. 1 at -3.
No save.
So flat 3.
Okay.
And then I've got the Star Cannons.
There's 2 left.
Okay. He's also hit on 2s. Both hit. These only wound on it's T7, right?
T7.
These wound on 5s.
Aha.
About a wound reroll. 1 at -3. Can't save.
Can't save.
So I need a
1.
So 1. I'm gonna. So that goes down to. Oh no.
1.
It's down to 1. I can't finish it this turn, but I've left the anti-aircraft gun on 1, and that's the end of my turn 4.
So you're gonna see my flyer zoom away. He's carefully picking up a certain Primera Psyker and heading on out. This game's over. But what I do from here is to see if I get any more victory points. I'm looking for a 4+. I end the game, or I end my turn with 8 victory points. I think we can call it from here.
Good game, David.
Good game. Whew.
With David's anti-air defense mitigated, there is nothing stopping Yvrain landing on the planet and taking the fight seriously to the enemy.
So as the Arvis Lighter is taking off, they receive over the Vox that there's another battlefield and the Inari are there. But so will I be.
The Imperium's air defenses may have fallen, but will the Aeldari be able to keep control of the fight? And be sure to check out our free guide in the description below. It's full of free tactics, pen tutorials, and more awesome Warhammer goods. And if you want to see what's happening next week, check this out.
That was a massive underperformance from the Haywire, but I'm hoping I can still make it all up.
I just don't want to kill them.
This is all bad.